This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. As you guys know, man, we all have been dealing with the passing of Kobe Bryant. Our grief that's associated with this passing is tough. There's just not too many words to describe it. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to Gigi or Gianna Bryant. And rest in peace to the other 7 folks that have passed away. I heard that there's news that the head coach of the basketball team was also on that plane. So rest in peace to that head coach. But I want to say this. As basketball fans, we have been touched by the life that Kobe Bryant lived on and off the basketball court. What he brought to the table in terms of sheer competitiveness. What he brought as a true assassin's mentality. What he brought as an ultimate competitor speaks volumes to the level of player that he was. Now, as you guys know, I dropped a community post today. And, some folks might say, man, that's the wrong timing to drop that community post. But here's the thing. Biggest lesson that Kobe Bryant has taught me is no matter how hard the situation is, no matter how high of a degree of difficulty the situation presents, compartmentalize whatever it is that you're going through and focus at the task at hand and still get the job done. My job on YouTube has always been to be a cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth teller. And he knows the sport is going to continue to deliver that. This is what I've learned from one of my mentors, Kobe Bryant, to continue to excel and to continue to do the job that's delivered unto you to do, no matter how hard, no matter what tumultuous situation is presented in front of you. And it's hard for me to do this. You guys saw me on my live yesterday. I balled up and cried. Richie Rich had to take over because at first it was touching. It hit me hard because Kobe Bryant was my second favorite basketball player after Michael Jordan. He is who I identified with. I didn't realize that after Jordan, that much faster there was going to be somebody who was going to take the mantle of the game. And like he said, passing of the torch is not something that is given. You have to earn it. So when I dropped the community post that I dropped today, it wasn't to attack another basketball player, and it wasn't to take hits or swipes at LeBron James. It was to tell a cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth. Kobe never passed the torch to LeBron James because Kobe Bryant's basketball philosophy is not to pass the torch. A player has to go out there and take it, or they have to earn it. Let me say it again. A player has to go out there and take it, or they have to earn it. This is true because this is what fundamentally happened from Dr. J to Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson went and took it. This is what's fundamentally true and what happened from Dr. J to Larry Bird. Larry Bird took it. This is what fundamentally happened in 1991 when Jordan played against Magic Johnson and he did the infamous, he took it. He earned it. And you could tell Magic Johnson was still not willing to pass the torch because in the Olympics game that followed a year and a half later, Magic Johnson was still trying to play Michael Jordan, saying, look, I ran the 80s. And MJ was like, no, I took it from you. I run the 90s. So passing of the torch in the pantheon of greatness, it doesn't exist. It's something that has to be taken and earned. LeBron James never was inherited a passing of the torch from Kobe Bryant. Because as you guys see, in March 28, 2016, Kobe Bryant was interviewed and he said, I never passed the torch. And if it's something that you guys have to ask, you already know the answer to, i.e. meaning that the answer is no, didn't happen. Now, what people need to understand when we say pass the torch and somebody taking it means you beat the man. Remember the old cardinal saying, to be the man, you have to beat the man. Let me say it again. To be the man, you have to beat the man. LeBron James never definitively beat Kobe Bryant. He never just took it from him. That's the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth. Now we have to look at ourselves and ask ourselves, who was certified and qualified to get the torch passed to them. There have been 2 players that Kobe Bryant has certified and qualified as passing the torch. Again, remember, did he utter the vernacular or the terminology or the verbiage to say, I passed the torch? No, he didn't do that. But these guys were certified and qualified to get the torch passed to them because they took it. How did Kevin Durant take it? Kobe Bryant ram-a-langed him in the 2010 NBA playoffs. Reminded him why he was young. Reminded him why he wasn't ready. Kevin Durant came right back in 2012 and ram-a-langed Kobe Bryant in the NBA playoffs. The Thunder swept the Los Angeles Lakers. Beat them. This is when you saw the changing of the guard. And so much so that a few years later, and this was when Kobe Bryant was getting ready to get on the farewell tour at the end of his career, him and Kevin Durant at the end of the game signed each other's shoes. And he told Kevin Durant, be the greatest. This is the highest form of praise that Kobe Bryant has ever given a basketball player. This is as close as you can get to the proverbial passing of the torch. Let me say it again. This is as close as you can get to the proverbial passing of the torch. This is what's happened fundamentally. And so much so that Kevin Durant, because of his admiration, his adulation for Kobe Bryant mentored him up until his gone too soon passing. Kevin Durant was just a phone call away. He could call Kobe Bryant and he could get mentored and tutored on how to play the game, because Kobe Bryant already understood that Kevin Durant physically didn't need to be molded by him. Physically, he had the skill set. Physically, he had the tools. What Kevin Durant was lacking was here, mentally. And this is where Kobe came into play. Now, this is fundamentally different from Kawhi, because Kawhi was lacking both physically and mentally. So Kobe had to help him. And this is why he basically got enacted or enrolled into the Mamba Academy. Kobe had to work on his offensive game to match his offensive game with his already elite defensive game, because Kawhi Leonard was already a Scottie Pippen caliber level defender. So him and Michael Jordan understood that Kawhi Leonard's offense needed to match that elite defense. And if they were able to get his offense to the level of his defense, he would be a complete player as well. But Kawhi Leonard wanted to be molded by Kobe. The reason why Kobe never passed the torch to LeBron is because LeBron never sought to be molded by Kobe. And there's so many-fold reasons of why. But LeBron James, in of itself, was not given the torch, and the torch wasn't passed to him. Now, did Kobe Bryant look at LeBron James in high regard and in high praise as a great player and as a great contributor to the game? Yes. But that's where the buck stops with that. So when Kobe made the most recent comment to talk about, LeBron James and giving him credit in terms of him moving the game forward, you got to look at the context of what was talked about. It was because LeBron James passed Kobe Bryant on the all-time scoring list. That's the context of it. Michael Jordan has given LeBron James credit. Just look at it recently when he said, oh, is that guy still playing? Yeah, he was telling the joke. But he still said, yes, he's one of the best players, if not the best player in the game. They've given LeBron James credit in terms of him being a great player and a great contributor, but they never passed the torch. And he knows the sport. My job is to debunk the foolery. I'm not going to sit here and listen to people lie on Kobe Bryant, because he knows the sport. Just like Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard were certified and qualified, he knows the sport is certified and qualified to talk about Kobe Bryant. And you know why? Because I didn't wait until he died to do a tribute. I didn't wait until Kobe Bryant passed away to start talking about his greatness. As you guys know on this platform, I've been talking about his greatness for many months. I've been giving Kobe Bryant his just due for many months. I've been talking about it was disrespectful for him to be leapfrogged on the pantheon of greatness. And why is he not in the conversation of the NBA GOAT talk? I spent many lives, many videos, many community posts giving Kobe Bryant his just due when he was breathing. So I am certified and qualified to talk about Kobe Bryant's greatness. And what I'm sick and tired of with the media is they're trying to promote this nonsense to where they're using Kobe Bryant's death to promote LeBron James' greatness. Can't do that. And see, you guys have to be deep thinkers out here in these NBA streets. You have to use the true basketball eye test to see what's going on. And that's not right, and it's not fair. Because this is Kobe's moment. And it should only and strictly be his moment. It shouldn't be anybody else's moment. And He Knows the Sports see the masterful dupery that's happening. And in cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-telling fashion, I'm rendering what I'm seeing in three-dimensional thinking ability. Because in basketball 303 lane, we know what Kobe Bryant meant to the game of the sport. And folks need to start putting respect on KB24's name. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. Anyone that's played the game of basketball, anyone that understands the game of basketball by a grain of mustard seed, understood that Kobe Bryant's greatness is a one in a lifetime, a one in a generation type of greatness because of what the man brought to the sport. So at the same time that we're sitting here and we're all grieving about Kobe Bryant's demise, we also take solace in understanding that he's still teaching us a defining lesson in his passing. And you know what that is? Live, love, and continue to live your life in the most best variation of who you are. That's the message that Kobe Bryant taught in the Mamba mentality. This is what Mamba Out was always about. This is what Kobe Bryant embodied. Compartmentalizing difficult situations and still focusing at the task at hand. Not having any excuses. But at the same time, not accepting mediocrity. These are the lessons that I learned from Kobe. And being the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth teller that I am, I'm not going to sit here and watch people tell lies on Kobe that never existed. And one of these lies is Kobe Bryant never out of his mouth said, I passed the torch to LeBron James. This never happened. So I don't know where this news is coming from and where people in their own biases or in their own false interpretations think that because Kobe Bryant told LeBron James to move the game forward, because he passed him on the all-time scoring list, that means he passed the torch. No. The people who are certified and qualified to have the torch passed to them, and this is proven in the 2017 and the 2018 NBA Finals, is Kevin Durant. It's proven when Kawhi Leonard played LeBron James in the first game of this season and in Christmas. It's Kawhi Leonard. These are the two guys that have been given the certification and the qualification to have the torch passed to them. And the game of basketball is in great hands with Kevin Durant and Kawhi Leonard. It's as simple as that, folks. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.